Hey y'all, Austin here with Outer World Media. Welcome back to another video, guys. This one's going to be an impromptu video. I was at work today when my wife called me and said, hey, you got a package in the mail from somebody named Richard. Do you know what this is? And I said, oh, I completely forgot about that. So, a little bit of backstory on how I came to be in possession of this package. So I don't get on social media. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I am not a fan of it, to be honest with you. I have nothing against anybody that is. I'm not a fan myself. But I have an Instagram. I should say the channel has an Instagram, and I don't really follow anybody, but I check out book stuff on there. You know, authors, book tours, stuff like that. Just stuff that I find interesting. And something popped up, and it said if you are interested in reading one of these books, if you've never read any of this author's books, email us your name and your address. We'll send you something. And so I was like, you know what? Not super sensitive information. Obviously, I'm not going to just give it out. But you know what? I'll take a chance. This seems to be like the author's page and whatnot. And I guess it was. I guess moral of the story is be careful out there with who you send your information to. But that author was Richard Chizmar. So I'm very interested to see, and again, I think I sent that in. I should have checked before doing this, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I want to say. And I think I thought about it one time, like a week and a half ago, but didn't even think past, like, hey, whatever happened to that. But again, my wife called and said, hey, you have something that came in. So the postage on this is July 31st. So it took a little bit of time to come in. Yes, I marked stuff out, but showing Richard Chizmar with my name there. Marked everything else out. The only thing I've opened so far is the sides here. I wanted to speed that up a little bit. So this is a blind whatever. I'm not sure which book is in here. I have one in particular that I'm wanting it to be, or wishing that it is. I'm hoping, and I have to double check here, that it's Memorials by Richard Chizmar. We'll see. I have it on my Kindle. They had it the other day on Kindle for like $2 or $3. So I bought it on there. It'd be nice to have a physical copy, but that's one I'm interested to see. I know Richard and his son. Sorry guys, I have a knife here. I'm not trying to seem daunting or scary or anything like that. But I know Richard and his son have a book coming out about like a paranormal investigative type thing about a lighthouse. I'm very interested to order that, in all honesty. So, but again, guys, you are seeing me open this for the first time. I have no idea what's in here. I have to be super careful to make sure that I don't hurt myself, as well as what is in this. I don't want to damage anything. It's free, but still, put the pocket knife over there. So let's take a look and see. And lo and behold, guys, that's actually what it is. No joke, guys, that is what it is. I'm not that is this. Oh, it's even a hardcover, guys. There's nothing else in here, but holy cow, guys, this is awesome. It's a hardcover, which I did not expect. I'm not gonna lie. It's all wrapped in plastic. Chasing the Boogeyman would have been another cool one to have gotten. That would have definitely been one that I really would have wanted to have read as well. But I'm happy to get this Memorials one. I eyed this one, was eyeing it before release day, not that long, whenever it came out. But yeah, it's a hardcover. This is extremely nice, guys. Like, I'm not even joking. This is. Oh, there's some stuff in here from Richard himself, or his publication team. So I'm going to set that to the side here. Kind of show you guys. Richard signed the book, guys. He signed it. This is awesome. This is truly awesome. I'm not going to lie. And again, showing that it is Memorials by Richard Chizmar. Memorials signed by Richard himself. This is awesome. This really is. Stephen King has a blurb here on the front. Set this to the side real quick. Let's get into the little. Actually, you know what? Let me tell you. Let me read what is Memorials about. To kind of give you guys an idea. So, a group of students encounter supernatural terror while on a road trip through the Appalachian. But in this chilling New York novel from New York Times bestselling author, the unforgettable and scary Harlan Coben, Chasing the Boogeyman. So that's kind of the little blurb there. Let me read the description. 1983. Three students from a small. Sorry guys, English is hard. I just put my daughter down to sleep. I'm already in sleep mode. Let me restart. 1983. Three students from a small college embark on a week-long road trip to film a documentary on the roadside memorials for their American Studies class. The project starts out as a small, fun adventure with long sketches long stretches of empty road and nightly campfires where they begin to open up with one another. But as they venture deeper into the Appalachian backwoods, the atmosphere begins to darken. They notice more and more the memorials feature a strange, unsettling symbol hinting at a sinister secret. Paranoia sets in when it appears they are being followed. Their vehicles tampered with overnight, and some of the locals appear to be anything but welcoming. Before long, the students can't help but wonder if these roadside deaths were really random accidents or something terrifying at work here. So, the reason that sounds very, very interesting to me, in all honesty, guys, that sounds very, very much like the Blair Witch, in all honesty. That's what it made me think of when I heard the description of this. Very, very interesting. I noticed that the found footage film is making a up and coming or comeback, whatever you want to call it, in the horror genre. I know there was a horror movie that I received an advanced copy of that I never got the chance to read. I need to rectify that, and I need to go buy that book. But again, guys, Memorials by Richard Chizmar, hardcover with. I'm super excited, and this is signed. This is awesome. Speaking of Richard Chizmar. Oh, and guys, let's go in this. First off, okay, we have Widow's Point by Richard Chizmar. Okay, here's the man. If I don't drop it, here's the man himself with his son. The Complete Haunting, September 30th. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very tempted to buy that book now. I feel like I need to after this. Let me read you what they have here. October 2025, Halloween week. 5 people, a famous YouTuber and his camera crew, a renowned ghost hunter, and a respected academic, join forces to investigate the Widow's Point lighthouse on the coast of Nova Scotia. What results is a nightmare of supernatural terror that will test their very sanity. That, again, sounds super, super cool. That sounds awesome. And I actually have signed book plates, guys. So I got Widow's Point here, Chasing the Boogeyman, Becoming the Boogeyman, as well as the Gwendy trilogy. So again, guys, what I will say here is this is awesome. I am super excited. I am definitely going to be adding memorials to my TBR, especially since it's August in this household. That starts Halloween season for me and my family. So I think memorials might be making a up and coming show up on my TBR, guys. I'm not gonna lie, this really is awesome. I'm super, super ecstatic about this, especially since it's signed. I got all this cool stuff with it. So again, guys, Richard Chizmar. I've never met the fella, never read anything by him, and I'm already a huge fan of him. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Again, super, super excited. I'm definitely going to be reading this. And I think, I'm not going to lie, guys, I think I'm going to have to pre-order Widow's Point and get that book. But again, guys, Memorials by Richard Chizmar was the surprise book that I got. It is the exact one that I was hoping to get, so I am super ecstatic about that. That means I can read this out in the living room when I go lay in bed. If I'm feeling up to it and I'm not too scared, I should say, I can read it on my Kindle in the dark. But again, guys, try to get rid of that glare. Memorials by Richard Chizmar. I just want to, again, show this off because I think this is awesome that it's Richard signed it, guys. Again, super, super cool. A huge fan of Richard Chizmar already, and I haven't read a book by the fella. But again, guys, thank you for stopping by and checking this out. Y'all have a good one.